welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Sorry, my husband's crawling across the floor again because I'm too stupid to figure out this camera by myself. So welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing my February wrap-up. In February I read a total of 5 books. One of them I don't have the physical copy of right now because I lent it to my friend at work. She's one of the only, actually she probably is the only person I trust to loan out my books to. So we just kind of loan back and forth books to each other. So without further ado, we'll just dive right in. So the first book that I read in February was City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. So this is obviously the second installment in the Mortal Instruments series, and I love this book. I can't get enough. It's so fun. I immediately ordered City of Glass, I think is the third one, after I finished this, which I actually have not picked up yet. But I really love the story. So this obviously follows the Shadowhunter world, which I'm sure pretty much everyone watching this video has probably already read these books. But this follows Jason Clary on their quest to find Clary's mother. Just a lot happens. This also follows Simon and Isabel and Alec and Magnus Bane. So it's a really fun story. I really, really like it. So I gave this actually a 5 out of 5 stars. So the next book that I finished in February was Mirage by Somaiya Daud, or I don't know, I'm probably totally saying that wrong, I'm so sorry. So this book follows, it's kind of a sci-fi and fantasy. So this book follows a girl, I believe her name is, I forget, Amani. So Amani is living on this planet, and she is one day kidnapped and taken to the palace, and she is actually made to stand in for a princess that is very hated. So this princess, she's almost an exact clone of this princess. They look almost exactly alike. This is very hated among her people. So Amani has to stand in for the princess in public places or anywhere where the princess might get assassinated. So basically she is laying down her life for this princess to preserve hers, which obviously she's not doing this on her own free will. She has been kidnapped. And it just kind of follows their relationship, Amani and the princess, and then it follows a little bit of the relationship between Amani, or the princess's betrothed, so the person she was going to marry, and his relationship with Amani, as well as his relationship with the princess. So it was really good. It did take me about a good 70 pages to get into this book, and it's only like 300 pages long. So it was a little slow starting. I was just very caught off guard by the fact that it had like a sci-fi element to it. I guess I didn't get that when I read the synopsis. But I did really end up enjoying it. I believe this is a debut novel, and I believe there's going to be another one. I'm not totally sure. But I did give this a 3 out of 5 stars, and I would definitely continue with the series. So the next book that I read in the month of February was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I know, I am so late to this train. I really did enjoy this book, though. I don't know why it was kind of like, I don't know, intimidating me, so I didn't start it for a while. So it says on the front, 6 dangerous outcasts and 1 impossible heist. So basically, that is a very good description of this book. So this book is actually very, very character driven and not so much plot driven. It did take me about, oh my gosh, probably almost 100 pages to get really, really into it. And it's like a 400 some page book, I believe. I'm not sure exactly. But in the beginning, I was very confused. I didn't know what in the hell was going on. But once you start to figure out more about the characters and get more of the backstory and get into the plot a little bit more, it does become very gripping. So I really enjoyed this. I immediately got on 8 books and ordered Crooked Kingdom. I use 8 books when I'm trying to be cheap, which I'm really trying to be better about not buying so many books. I don't buy a lot, but my husband and I are trying to buy a house, so trying to be a little bit better about that. But I did give this a 4 out of 5 stars. Oh, and Mirage I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I said that or not, but... And the last book, well, not the last book, because I have one more to talk about that I don't have the physical copy of. But this is the last book I actually read in the month of February. And it was To All the Boys I Loved Before by Haun, which after reading Six of Crows, and I have a lot of stuff going on in my personal life right now, I just needed something light. And I have been flying through this series. Oh my god, it is so cute. Like, I'm such a sucker. I can't decide if I like Laura Jean or if she annoys me. I can't decide if I like Peter or if he pisses me off, but anyways, I'm all here for it. As soon as I got this, or as soon as I finished this book, it was like 7 o'clock at night, 7:30 maybe, and I immediately went to the library and checked out the second one, and I actually just finished it today, and I immediately went to the library again and checked out the third one, so I'm really excited to get this started, well, the third one started, because I have to find out what happens, and they end on such cliffhangers, man, like, I can't not know what happens, so this has been really nice for me to read. Like I said, I have a lot going on in my personal life right now. There was a death in the family, and my childhood dog is not doing so well. He is probably going to end up being put down. So I didn't want anything heavy. I just wanted something light, and this has just been so perfect. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars because I'm a sucker for this. And then one of the first books I actually read in the month of February, but this will be the last book I talk about. And I'll insert a picture up here, but it was On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I really loved it. I did not read The Hate You Give. I know. But I saw that at work, and I just finished a book on my break, and I decided to pick it up because I heard so much good things about The Hate You Give and about Angie Thomas's writing, which her writing really did suck me in. So that book follows a girl named Bree, and she really wants to become a famous rapper. Her father was becoming a famous underground rapper before he was killed. So it just kind of follows Bree's path to becoming the rapper and following in her father's footsteps. Focuses a little bit on her family life as well. Definitely you can get the vibe of growing up in a rough neighborhood and not being fortunate, as so many of us on BookTube and just in the world in general are. But it was a really interesting read. I do want to read The Hate You Give. I don't know why. It's like not top on my list, but I'm definitely going to give it a read. I gave the On the Come Up 5 out of 5 stars. I flew through it. I loved it, and I let my friend at work borrow it, which kind of surprised she wanted to, because it didn't seem like the kind of book she would want to read, but I'm excited to hear her thoughts as well. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what books you read this month, if you read any of the same books I did, or what were your favorites, what you thought of any of the books you read or books I read. If you like this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you want to see more bookish content. Also, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.